capital, and then start with time. You'll be able to.
Yeah, but as you said, you start began just with something.
Yeah,
300 cities. Now 300 cities. It's not everyone that can afford like 300 cities, but at least 300 cities something that you can get something after.
Yeah, from family and friends.
Exactly. So you can get something
to raise that.
Welcome back to another exciting farming week in Ghana. Today's the first time seeing this channel. My name is Charles Entry. I'm a tax consultant and I'm passionate about farming. So here on this channel, we talk about farming in Ghana. So from the previous video, we had a discussion with Lesley about his rabbit farm. Today we are here to look at the rabbit farm, what he does on this farm, to show you guys so you can also get to learn. Rabbit farming is that lucrative that you can also get involved in, and you require less capital to even start with it. So yeah, Lesley is here to educate us more about rabbit farming so that we can also get to learn how we can also start and also go about it. So yeah, catch us as we get into the video. But before we do, kindly please hit on the red button to subscribe. Put your notification on to get regular updates. That's when we drop a new video. And please like the video and share. Let me know your comment on the video. Whatever you want to ask, Lesley would be able to respond. I'll also try to also answer. So at least let's get engaging in the comment section as well. So yeah, Lesley, we are at the rabbit farm.
Yeah, very, very small. As you can see.
Oh yeah, but come on, you have quite a number of those.
The plants are big, so very soon. I'm sure in the next 6 months you will see.
Yeah. So these are just 4 months. That's 4 months ago.
Yeah, since April
this year. Wow, then quite a number. Just April you began and you have this number. Then that's nice. So let's start from this angle. You said you began 4 months ago.
Yeah.
And as you can see, there are a lot of those here. Is it when they give birth? How many do they give birth? Because there are a lot here.
Okay, so usually sometimes it depends. For first timers it could be 4. So the first time it gave birth it was 4. So just this 4. So these ones are 2 months old.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it could be 4, but it's giving birth to 7.
So these are like newborns.
Yeah, they are 1 week.
Oh, nice.
1 week old.
Look how cute they look. When they are small, they look like rats.
Yeah. At least these ones are 7 days. If you had seen them on day 1, they are just pink. Very pink.
Yeah.
These ones are 7 days old. So
that's nice.
So for the first time now 7.
Okay.
And then this one gave
birth. So the same mother that gave birth to them?
The same mother that gave birth to these 4 is the same one that gave birth to this 7.
So there's the mother?
Yes, that's the mother.
So that's the one you began with?
1, 2, and then that's the male.
So you purchased like 2 males?
No,
one male, then 2 females.
You could have 1 male and then even 10 females. Like, it's fine. Yeah, like that.
Rabbits can be polygamous.
Very polygamous in nature. So you can have just 1 male and then about 10 females.
So this chairman did all the process?
Yeah, this is the male and then the 2 females. So this one, I just weaned those bunnies today.
Okay.
So we gave birth to 6. They actually gave birth the first time to just 1.
Oh.
Yeah, like it was one.
What was the first time or what?
Sometimes it happens. But when it gives birth to just 1, it's very huge. One huge one, but it died. So second time giving birth, and then it gave birth to 6, and they are all
alive.
As you can see, they are all alive.
They are all cute and stuff. Hey, don't do that. Don't do that. Yeah, I'm going to try it too. So is it that normally when you get them fresh and they are giving birth, at the early stage of their first pregnancy, you're not supposed to expect too many bunnies?
Yeah, you can lower your expectations for the first pregnancy, but sometimes if you are fortunate enough, you could get 6 your first time, 6 or 7 your first time. So they average between 5 and then like 9 bunnies per session, but usually depends on. So when you're going to buy rabbits, you have to ask the farmer. Sometimes they withhold information from you, but you have to ask the farmer, or probably look around the ones that have given birth. How many bunnies are there? Maybe you see 3, 4, 5 or something, but then it depends on how good the mothers are. So they could give birth to 7 and then you end up having just 3 bunnies after 1 month because they are bad mothers. They are not taking care of them.
Oh, okay.
But for instance, this one gave birth 1 week ago, 7 bunnies. They are all alive. This one gave birth to 6 bunnies. and they are all alive. So sometimes you go to a farm, it's about the mothering ability of the rabbits.
Okay.
So if the rabbits gives birth to even 7 or 8, and you go to the farm and there are just 3 rabbits, you have to be considering that. Sometimes so it's not about, maybe because of the number of rabbits they have, they're not able to pay attention to all of them, but that's one thing you should consider. Maybe the farmers won't tell you all those things, but when you go to the farm, you can also see, once the person gives you access to the farm, you can look at the mothers. Okay, this mother has 3 rabbits, this mother has 4, and you know averagely that's not supposed to be the number. You should be seeing like 5 averagely. So
like, what's the highest number you've seen
ever had?
Yeah.
And with the recent one, the highest number is 7, but in the past I've had a rabbit give birth to 13 before.
13.
Yeah.
Oh wow, then there were a lot.
13 before.
I'm sure some
And
died because I had.
Yeah, they have 8. They have 8.
Yeah, so they all can't.
teeth, but they group them into 2. Usually, if they are more than, so they group them into 2. Usually they feed them once a day, but if they are more than, they group them into 2, and then they feed them twice. So when you look at the box, you see that they've been grouped. These ones, I'm sure they're
I'm borrowing them somewhere.
So it will be grouped like this. A few will be here, and then a few will be here. So maybe 4 will be here, and then a different number will be here.
So it takes his time to
so
feed
when
this
it
one,
comes,
then later come
feed
and
this
feed.
one, and later
I'm sure the mother is good because you have some that they don't.
pay attention. So usually when you are doing rabbits, you have to cross them at the same time. So let's say you have 10 rabbits, or even if you have 2, make sure you are always crossing your 2 together. These ones aren't giving birth at the same time because when this one gave birth to this one and died, so I have to cross it differently. So the pattern has changed. But you have to make sure that you cross them. If you have 2 or 5, you have to make sure you cross them together so that if one mother is not able to take care of the bunnies, you just transfer.
I heard that.
You
Yeah.
just transfer to that.
Some to that one.
Some people will tell you when you transfer, they won't take care of them. You have to smear oil on all those things.
But I also heard something like
And
that.
when your bunnies are born, don't touch them. The mother will not take care of them. All those things are true. When you get a chance,
There's
just
a
transfer.
clearing some misconceptions about.
When you get a chance, just transfer them. When the bunnies are born, you can count them the same day. You can touch them. The mother will still take care of them. All those things, actually. Yeah, actually, yeah. So.
Because what I heard also was when you transfer them, at times the mother can tell this is
one
another
is
children
no-
and they'll kill them or something.
When it enters, once the rabbit is healthy enough, for instance, you see the problem is if you are transferring at a time that the previous mother hasn't been able to feed that one, the new ones is going to meet are stronger than the ones you are introducing.
Exactly.
So when the mother enters, you are all struggling for food. So if you are not strong enough to struggle for food, you won't be able to feed. But if they are born the same day and they are all healthy and you transfer them, once the mother enters, it's feeding them, they all feed.
Okay,
So,
I get your point.
Yeah.
I get your point. So we looked at the bed. So now let's look at. I can see the water tubing system you have here.
yeah.
Like how do you put up the structure? How is it like?
Yeah, so I don't use the tube system yet because the rabbits are not many. But you just get a bucket and then you connect it here. You put it on top. It passes through. But at the moment, because there are not a lot, I can do manual watering.
Okay, so that's you can see the small tanks.
Yeah. So I water them morning, evening, before work, after work, and I feed them twice as well.
Okay. So initially we're having a discussion about the caging system or how you want to go about it.
Yeah.
So as I made mention earlier that some people leave them free range. That they will be like, let's say as you have a big space here.
Yeah,
You leave them they just be gallivanting around.
So yeah, that's what I'm saying. I was saying that. So when you look at the commercial farming or commercial farming, like the typical ones who are into rabbits, the China and the USA, you realize that they have very small cages. With the idea that if the cages are small or the rabbit has enough space to be able to have limited movement and to be able to conserve the feed that it takes in. So instead of doing the free range, leaving them here for them to be going about, it's like they are exercising. So whatever they eat, they could be roaming and then they'll just waste, not conserve much. But then if they are in a limited, you just have to make them get a little bit of space. Like let them have enough space at least. If they are okay, they are free, they can move around, they can stretch both the height and then the length will be okay. So you just conserve whatever energy they have. And then with this one, if you are doing the internal system or the intensive system, you're able to manage them. Like you have your breeding cycle and then all.
Yeah, I know some people you go to some rabbit farms on the cage, right?
The numbers, the numbers.
Yeah,
my numbers are on my WhatsApp. Like
okay, you keep
so
this.
I have a WhatsApp group I'm in alone. So I
keep updating yourself.
I keep my information.
Yeah, because I know most people normally there will be like a placard that they carry writing the dates.
E6 dates. From where I bought the keys, they were doing that system. But I have the WhatsApp. I keep.
So what are the dates for? Is it like
either the time you cross them or the time they give birth? So when you cross them, it just takes between 28 to 31 days for them to give birth. So if you cross them, maybe you write a date so that in the 28 days,
so you can
put the letterbox in for them.
Oh, okay. So that's the main reason.
Yeah, you can.
So that's the letterbox. They'll just give birth.
They'll just give birth in the cage on the wire. You have to. You can still come and collect them and put them.
But won't they
in
die?
The letterbox. They won't die because you come to the farm every morning, every evening, so you surely see that they've been.
So that's the main reason for the letterbox.
Yeah, so usually you can have wooden boxes. You can have plastic boxes. Any material that will give you a sizable space for the rabbit to go in, you can use it. As you can see, I'm just using carton for now because I haven't really had time. Like within this 4 months, I haven't had time to construct all those things. So you can use the cartons to do it, but with the cartons, they'll just waste it. So it means every time you have to get a new one when they go.
So let's look at the feeding. What I can see, these are the normal. These are like what feeds that you use.
Yeah. So this is we use this bowl, this ceramic bowl, like it's custom made for the rabbits because they like digging. So if you use any regular bowl, they'll just dig in and waste. They just dig and waste the food. So we use this one so that when it digs,
it doesn't come
out. But then this is just so poultry feed, but then mixed with wheat bran because like the rabbits also have their own digestive system and how you have to manage. So the current ratio I use is 1:3, recommended by the kosher feeds. They are the ones who produce the poultry feed. So for now I use grower mash. When I get into large scale meat rabbit farming, I'll be doing broiler starter. So you see, when you're doing poultry, you do broiler starter, grower mash, and then you do finisher.
Okay.
So for now, all of them are on grower mash, but then do a ratio of 1:3. So one piece or one part of the grower mash, and then 3 parts of wheat bran. Then I mix. I have multivites and other things I add, supplements, and then some drugs I add, so that they are healthy. So you just mix that one, and then I give them. So just 1 cup of this. It depends on your ability to consume because I usually don't like wasting. So I used to give the meal, for instance, 1 cup in the morning, 1 cup in the evening. But recently it's not consuming much, so I can do half. And then it's.
Are you not consuming much? It's sick or something?
No, not that it's sick, but you see, it was growing. And so earlier, when I bought it was around 4 months old. So with that, like when you're growing, you eat less, but now that it's more mature, like 10 months now.
Oh, 10 months old.
It's not consuming much. So I just reduce. And then most of the time, so I supplement the feed with the grass.
Okay.
I don't do that often, but then I have this plants here that at least I can get the leaves for them. So
which they consume.
Yeah. I just give the leaves for them. Once in a while,
Okay, so let's look at the different types of leaves you use.
You get a few here. Let me see.
So can you start with this one? This one is what type?
So this one is usually used to prepare okra stew. So ademe.
Okay. This ademe. Okay.
Yeah, if you fed, so
this ademe. This is how locally it's called. I don't know the English name.
Yeah,
I'll try and find it.
I can show you a lot of plants that you can feed the rabbits with, but the English name or the botanical names.
I'll try and see if I can find the name online, then I'll share it in the video.
So ademe, the moringa plants too. They eat moringa.
They eat moringa too.
Yeah.
And then moringa will cleanse their system. Will be
yes, like make them
mitigating a lot.
This one also. There are a lot of other plants that you can easily come across them. I posted some recently
I saw
on
your post on Twitter.
Yeah, you can come across them.
So this one is which one?
I don't know the name for this one, but you can see that it looks like this one too. So this one is also, you can see that they look alike. But then this is a weed, and then this one is specially grown. But they look alike, so they are. So this is a leaf. It's also used for contumely stew. You can use it to replace contumely or use for contumely stew. So this one too is specially grown. Yeah.
I like you like have a small mini garden.
Yeah, for them, especially grown here, so that you can, like every morning, you can get some fresh leaves to harvest and then give to them. So as for the feeding, they are not. I use pawpaw leaves as the dewormer. So
As dewormer. Yeah, they also deworm.
Yeah, so you have to. Because since they eat, they'll surely have some waste in here and there. So
Nice.
I use pawpaw leaves as the dewormer, maybe once a month. So that one works. So I don't buy like medicated dewormer for them. I just give them the pawpaw leaves as dewormer. They eat fruits, banana peels, mango the fruits, the peels.
The fruit itself.
Yeah, pineapple not so much, but then mango, pawpaw, and banana you can get them. Kitchen leftovers, maybe rice. After,
they eat rice?
Yeah, after cooking rice, they eat fufu crab, they eat fufu.
This is my first time hearing that they eat
yam, fufu,
They eat
banku, yam, like anything cooked, the leftover, you can give it to them. So.
And it won't affect them in any way.
No, and then kinky. So kinky too, usually the
wrapper,
peels,
the
the wrapper. Yeah, you can just give them with the kinky inside. So just the only things you would avoid, maybe the soup, like accompanying the food, the soup, the stew, the pepper and those. But the main food. Kukunti, banku, rice, all those ones. Any kitchen leftover.
But their main food is like the feed.
Yeah, the feed is because I won't get time like working. And then you won't, if you have a large number of rabbits, you won't get time to. Because most of the time, either people are spraying their gardens or their backyard, you might end up killing your rabbits.
I get you.
In case you go and the person has sprayed, you don't know. You come and feed them with like sprayed leaves and then you wake up one morning, Sikanashi. So
Yeah,
have to
let's look at the water. We talk about the water system.
Yeah, and then the breeds
The kind of breeds.
I have. So, and there are a few breeds. This is, you can see the markings. It has special markings. Yeah, so it has black somewhere and then brown. So that's the Harlequin.
Was that Harlequin breed?
Yeah.
Okay.
You can see the black. So you can see the other one.
This one.
Yeah, so you can see it more with this one.
Oh,
So,
he's the one across.
Yeah. So you see the markings. That's the Harlequin. Or even if you check the newly born bunnies too. So if you check the newly born bunnies too, you see, so with the Harlequin, they don't just have one color. So it's just a blend of two different colors and then it just breaks through. Then
The mother is relaxed. I go to catch the kids there. It's nice.
so this is the American chinchilla.
Oh, okay.
Because of how it gave birth, removed
That's removed
the fur and everything so that they will be
when
warm.
they are giving birth, they normally take out the fur.
Then the New Zealand whites, these ones are new stock. Like what you can check this one.
The only ones you purchased.
Yeah, to add up. You know the goal is to produce, so you can check the New Zealand white. It's usually just plain white with the pink eyes. Then you can see this one also looks like a New Zealand white, but it has black markings
On the nose.
Yeah, the nose, the ears, the tail. So that's also the California. These are the actual meat rabbits. So if you want to enter into meat rabbits, these are the stock.
Oh, so you have that sound specifically for the meat.
Because they grow. You see, these ones will grow. They look huge, alright, but then it takes quite some time to grow. But then these ones within 3 months, they grow faster than.
Oh, okay, the normal
ones.
So the California ones normally grow faster.
California, the New Zealand whites are usually for meat. They grow faster than the normal ones. These ones, even though sometimes it's the markings that we used to. So the Dutch rabbits. So you see the Dutch DUTC like Netherlands. Somebody who comes from Netherlands. So you see the markings are the same. The white here.
No, it's not rushing like that. Don't rush.
Yeah, so the Dutch rabbits are like this with the markings here. Then these ones are Palomino. So usually it's the colors and then how the appearance that you used to be able to determine their breeds. You think they are coming from the same mom or same dad, but that's how diversification comes about. So with the breeding, with time, you get
because I know
different.
at times too people talk about inbreeding and stuff.
Yes. So with inbreeding, for instance, because we don't have a lot of rabbits here, I won't be able to use the rabbits to explain, but I'll just explain from a theoretical perspective.
Okay.
So inbreeding is just like how we say it, incest in a way.
Yeah.
So maybe these ones and these ones are siblings, or all these ones grouped together are siblings. They are not yet, they are 2 months old, as I said earlier. They'll become sexually active around 3 months, but any pregnancy within 3 months is teenage pregnancy. Yeah. So when they are 3 months, it's just one male. So when they are 3 months.
So yeah, most of them are only one male is among this one.
Yeah, the 4 of them. This one is the male.
Now once you start crossing the female?
No, so it's 2 months old. It's now growing. So you can see the testicles. So they were born on 13th July. No, 2nd July. These ones are the 13th. Yeah.
Okay.
So 2nd July. So that's the male when you are doing the sexing.
So it's now, when is that ready? That means it's...
No, but for the sex determination, like I'm showing you that's the male. At 2 months, it's not sexually active. It's now developing testicles, and then it's now developing testicles, and then the penis will be well developed for it to be able to cross. So at the time they attain 3 months, that will be 2nd of next month. I'll have to take the male out from it. So when I allow these ones to cross, like this one to cross them, or maybe I allow the dad to cross its offspring, then that's where the inbreeding comes. So you can, once in a while, you can just change your breeding males and introduce completely new ones, then you prevent that. Or if your record system is good enough, you just know that, okay, maybe all the rabbits I keep here are from this father. So and if I want to cross, I go to the other.
But the inbreeding doesn't affect them in any way.
Yeah, so it makes them less healthy, and then they are not able to grow as fast as you would want them to. They could any point in time. So you want to keep or maintain healthy rabbits, you just have to avoid inbreeding. Just once in a while, if you like, just once in a while, just introduce a new male from wherever possible. Like once you see the farm has good stock, just introduce a new male from there.
Okay.
And then you'll be good to go.
Okay.
So,
I think.
And that was on sexing.
Yeah.
I've showed how you get to know the male.
You check the
female. So you just hold it this.
So I like this color. Yeah, ash is nice.
It looks ash bluish. So when you're holding them, you don't hold them by the ear. Yeah, you hold them at the back so that they are comfortable. If it's very heavy, you just allow it to sit this way. So if you want to do the sexing, it's the tail area that you'll be looking at. It's very heavy. So that's how you see the female. The female one is vein and then it lies flat, but then the male one just shoots up this way. So
the finish is out.
Yeah, you'll be able to tell
from
that one.
I think basically that's all. If there's any other thing you want to chip in,
I'm trying
to educate my viewers too.
Trying to remember a few other things. So if you get a chance, you just have to. Some people think you don't have to give them water because you are giving them plants. You just have to try as much as possible to get them water, because what they eat, they need water alongside.
And they drink it too.
They drink it too. Then they feed too. You can just use poultry feed. Aside that, there's pelleted or formulated pelleted feeds that they give to them as well. I'm trying to remember a few. And then medications. Yes. So usually when they are young around this age, or around this age, there's usually a disease that they get, coccidiosis. And then that one is very fast. Like as soon as the rabbit gets coccidiosis, it could die within that same day. So there are drugs that you use. So as soon as they hit, I usually do it around 3 weeks. And you mix it with the water or feed, then you just give it to them, so that it's better to prevent it than to wait for the rabbits to die. Because as soon as it hits your rabbit, it's dying.
And it spreads too, right?
Yeah, it's dying within a day. So usually when you have a lot of bunnies being delivered, It's good. Maybe there are community hatches. Community hatches are when you move the bunnies from their mothers and then you put them.
Separate them.
Yeah, assuming I have 5 rabbits who have given birth, and I put all of them together in a community hatch, and then it spreads. I could be losing like 5 in a day or something. So you have to do that one, and you could be doing the multivitamins to supplement their feed. There are injections. I don't really like injections because if you have a lot of rabbits,
Injecting them one after the other.
one after the other, you have to be.
We can do that through their water they drink.
So the drugs they come in oral and then by injection. If you get drugs that are not by oral route and you have to use injection, then you have to. But usually those diseases that will come that you have to inject them are a few. Sometimes you realize that the rabbit has either the ear there are crusts or it's become hard. Yeah. Or maybe the limbs too are like that. Maybe there's this whitish thing on their leg. So that one too. Or maybe the fur is going off. You'd have to get that injection. That one you won't get any oral medicine. It has to go by injection. And that one you use ivermectin. So it's a medicine specifically for fur loss. And then maybe the mites infecting them. And you could also mix coconut oil or palm oil. Like palm kernel oil, not palm oil, palm kernel oil, with penicillin or a kubu, any of those ones, and then apply it on the affected area to reduce the fur loss. So I think that's it. Most parts.
Yeah, for if you have any question that's probably not addressed that you want us to possibly look at, we can. You can drop it in the comment section. Lesley will be checking it out to answer all your questions that you might have. Something that you've not addressed that you want us to do or you want to know about. So I think we will draw curtains on the video here. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you see how the cute these bunnies are. I hope you did enjoy them. You enjoyed our conversation. My conversation with Lesley today. So yeah, if today's your first time, kindly hit the red button to subscribe, put the notification on to get regular updates as and when I drop a video. And please kindly like the video. Don't only watch and leave, just drop a like and like the video for me. Yes. So yeah, catch you in the next one. See you. Bye.